Word, son. What do you do, YouTube? It's your boy, Devon. All right, man, before we get into this video, make sure to like button, comment, subscribe, share the word, spread the links, because you know how I do. If you haven't already, you can hit that subscribe button, click the bell icon to be notified every time I upload. Without further ado, let's get into it. All right, man, so back to those simulation topic again. I want y'all to take a look at this play. Now, this is a sticks not formation, but the play is called sticks, right? So my guy or my main target is going to be Cameron Brate. Now, most of the time I've run this play, this has been like bread and butter to me. You know what I'm saying? Especially you got Tom Brady, who has set feet lead or gunslinger, whichever one that he has, but it speeds up his velocity so he's able to get the ball there quicker than most quarterbacks, right? Which I hate that, but do as you will. So normally most of the time when I run this play, I already know a low pass and a possession. There we go, touchdown, no problem. I've never had a problem with this play. But when I do actually run this play on simulation, and keep in mind this is a franchise game, I run this play, possession it, and he drops the ball. Nobody was around him to pressure him to drop the ball. Now keep in mind, he's been catching passes all day long with no problem, especially if possession catch is supposed to be the safety net. Now, I want to stop right here for a second because I want to talk to the Madden community for a minute. I've heard guys complaining about possession catching being way too OP. What else am I supposed to do when it comes down to me catching this ball? It's either rack it or aggressive catch it. You know what I'm saying? If I do either or, it's going to turn out for me dropping the ball. That's what it is. So in order for you to harp in possession of the ball, you need the possession catch mechanic. Why is it all of a sudden OP that I want to make sure I secure these passes? I understand it can get cheesy, but at the same as that time, you're going to need it. This is a perfect time for me there was a perfect time for me to use this. Perfect time, because if I'd have racked it, I would have dropped it. If I'd aggressive caught it, they would have knocked it out of my hands and called it a late breakup. So what is the most logical thing to do? You possession catch it. But in simulation, they decided to make him drop the ball. Somehow you couldn't get his hands on the ball. Now, you could say that it's realistic because not all the time they catch passes. Cool. But keep in mind, Madden has had us spoiled to make us believe that everybody should catch the ball. There should be no such thing as drops, right? Now, we might play all-pro football, game day, or whatever. Insert better football game than Madden here. You'll play something like that. A player drops a pass. You're like, oh, my God, I got to get rid of him, man. He not this and he not that. You know what I mean? Because, obviously, if the guy's stats aren't good enough, then you don't need to be having him on your team. Or it's just one of those things where you playing against the elements or whatever the case is. But you can respect it because you know that it happens in football. However, Madden, on the other hand, we've been so spoiled and conditioned to think that a lot of these passes that we throw to these receivers should be caught immediately because these are elite wide receivers and tight ends, and they're not supposed to be dropping passes like that. Although it does happen sometimes, we're pretty much conditioned to believe that they don't drop passes. So when this does happen, it probably was the most realistic thing at that time. But then again, Cameron Brate is not supposed to be dropping passes like that. So that brings it back to the first point again. Would you excuse this as a simulation thing? Now, keep in mind, up to that point, Cameron Brate was catching passes all day long, racking and aggressive catching it. But the minute that I try to go in our possession catch it, they make him drop it. Now, I'm sitting there literally flabbergasted, if you will, because I'm just like, how on earth is this man dropping the ball? Like, I could not have made a better pass than that. But you make him bobble and drop the ball for whatever reason it is. So I'm kind of mixed about this. I did still score on this drive, a franchise game again. I did still score, but I just felt like that really didn't have a place for that. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't feel right for them to have that right there for him to drop the ball. And I'm supposed to just accept that. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, y'all can make the argument and say, well, that does happen. I get it. But from a Madden overall standpoint, this really had no place in being there. You know what I mean? So could you say it was scripted? Yeah, who knows? But let me know what you think in the comment section down below, man. Appreciate love and support y'all for showing the videos. Most definitely, man. I really appreciate it. Make sure to like button, comment, subscribe, share the word, spread the links. You know how I do. But I'm going to get up out of here, man. It's your boy, Devon, and I'm signing out. Peace.